Good morning, all of you. So, as we already studied in the last class, law of conservation of mass or law of conservation of matter is the first law of chemical combination, which has been set by a scientist name called as. Who is the scientist name? Everybody? Yes, please. Who is the scientist
Sir,
name?
Anthony Love, sir.
First law of chemical combination, law of conservation of mass, or law of conservation of moment. Law of conservation of matter. Yes, sorry.
Sir,
Anthony
Anthony Love.
Lavoisier. So he is the father of chemistry. And even yesterday's class, I have taught you one of the example for law of conservation of mass. If you have been burned 100 grams of calcium carbonate, 100 grams of calcium carbonate completely, then we are going to get calcium oxide plus carbon dioxide. In this, how many grams of calcium oxide, everybody? 56
56
grams of
grams, sir.
calcium oxide plus 44 grams of how much, guys? 44 grams of
Carbon, sir.
carbon dioxide. So both if you have taken, which is equals to again 100 grams. So that is what the total weight of reactants before reaction is equals to total weight of products after the reaction. That is why this law is only called as, what is this law is called as, everybody? What is this law is called as?
Law of conservation
Law
of
of
mass.
conservation of mass, or we will say law of conservation of matter. So the mass remains the same or conserved before reaction, after reaction. So that is only ways to called as law of conservation of mass or law of conservation of matter. Now, in our today's class, we will continue from there. So to verify this law of conservation of mass, experiment based, that is what we are seeing today. So please all of you remember, it is there in our NCERT also, experiment to verify law of conservation of mass. Okay, so please keep ready. Experiment to verify law of conservation of mass. Mr. Yuhan, good morning. Let's recall to Divya. Law of conservation of mass. So now, I think you might be noticed in our NCERT chapter 3, you might be find the similar figure in our book. Is it yes, Hari? Everybody? Yes or no? So now all of you observe very carefully. So to verify the experiment, to verify the law of conservation of mass, I need to take some chemicals and need to perform the chemical reaction. So let us discuss what is this experiment and all. So we need to take a clean conical flask fitted with a rubber cork and a small test tube having long thread tied to its neck. So all these are weighted together on a with the help of sensitive balance. What is the balance we'll use to measure the weight here? We'll use what, guys? Sensitive balance. It is one of the balance measurement device you will find in chemistry lab. I think you might be have already seen. So sensitive balance is the one used to measure weight of this small amount of liquids and all. So all of you observe. So I have taken a conical flask with a rubber cork and a long one test tube with a long thread is tied. So which contains, you can see, conical flask is filled with a barium chloride solution. What is the solution, Mr. Omar? Barium chloride solution. At the test tube, I have been added sodium sulfate solution. Sodium sulfate solution. Okay. Now, is it both are mixed or not mixed? Everybody check it before reaction. Both are mixed or not mixed? Yes,
Not mixed, sir.
they are not mixed. Means in the sense of, is there any reaction taking place?
No, sir.
No. So now this barium chloride will react with the sodium sulfate. So if I try to shake this container, you can see now the test tube fall down so that the sodium sulfate is mixing with the barium chloride and it is forming a compound. So what is the compounds are forming? New products. Just check it, everybody. What are the compounds are forming? Barium sulfate and sodium chloride is forming. So now let us write this reaction so that you all will understand. First, I am taking water. Everybody, you should tell me so that I will learn the formulas very easily. What is that called as, everyone? I am taking as a what? Barium
Chloride.
chloride plus reacting with what, guys? Reactants. You all should tell me. What is that?
Sodium sulfate.
Sodium sulfate. Okay, sodium sulfate. So these two are called as something. What is this called as, everybody? Who is to called as what? React.
React.
Okay.
Reactant.
Reaction will take place. After the reaction, what will happen? All of you. Reaction after will get barium sulfate plus what we are going to get, guys? Sodium chloride. So this is what the reaction will take place. Now if you'll notice it here, before reaction, if I'll measure the total weight with the help of sensitive balance, and after reaction, if I'll measure again same with the help of sensitive balance, we will get total mass is remains constant. What do you get, guys? Total mass is remains constant. That is what you have to remember. So how to verify it? Let us take even the values also I have given. Can you tell me what is that mentioned here? Observe here and tell me. Barium chloride, what is the state? A solid, liquid or gas, or it is a solution? Everybody see it here. Solid, liquid or gas, or it is a solution? Everyone?
Solution.
Solution. That is very important. Remember now, Mitakshri, Mr. Harizeras, Harish, Omar, all of you I am saying. For class 10th, this state is only very important. That is only will make you difference from your friends. All of you should remember, always making the equation more informative is the toughest job in class 10th, where all the students will start struggling. So you have to learn from now itself. So how to make it also I'm saying. So barium chloride, what is the state, guys? Everybody, what is the state? It is a solution, means aqueous state, and it is also solution. So what is the state of this one? It is also what? Aqueous state. Aqua means dissolved in water. Dissolved in water. What is this called as? Any substance. Substance dissolved in water is called as aqueous state. Is it okay, Hari?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So we'll represent with the AQ. So now here we are going to get two substances. One is barium sulfate, another one is sodium chloride. So we will get the barium sulfate as a white powder. All of you remember white powder. That is what we'll say PPT. Okay. Undissolved solid will form, and sodium chloride again will get the solution only. So this is what reaction will take place, means aqueous state again. PPT, precipitation, learn it. Precipitation will form. Okay. Undissolved precipitation. That is what we will say white color powder. White solid we will say it. Is it okay, everybody? Yes, please. Instead of
Yes, sir.
So,
Yes, sir.
that is what we will say a precipitation. White solid, we used to say PPT dot precipitation. So this is what the reaction which is occurs. Now, if I'll measure the weight before reaction with the help of a sensitive balance, if I'll measure the weight after the reaction, both remain same or different? Everybody? Both is remain same or different? Both are remain same. So that is why it is called as law of conservation of what we used to say?
Mass.
Law of conservation of mass or matter. Now, as you're all, it's okay, you're all not below average or anything. You can learn this one as even a symbol also, as it we are going to learn in this chapter. So barium chloride formula is BaCl2. All of you should remember. Aqueous state. Sodium sulfate formula is Na2SO4. When I'm writing, you all should observe. Na2SO4 will gives you, okay, barium sulfate, BaSO4. Barium sulfate, BaSO4, which is in a PPT. PPT means what, Hari? Precipitation.
Precipitation.
Undissolved solid. Okay. Undissolved undissolved solid will form or insoluble solid. Plus, we are going to get sodium chloride, which is in aqueous state. Is it okay, Mitakshri? Can you able to learn it or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So please remember. So this is what will happen. Now, let us prove this experiment with the help of values. So you all people will understand what will happen. Okay. So when I'm verifying this experiment, basically if I'll take a certain kind of values, I don't know, just I'm taking. So I have got these values. I have taken mass of barium chloride taken is 20.8 grams. What is the barium chloride I have taken, guys? Everybody? All of you? 20.8 grams. Is it okay, everyone? Now, sodium sulfate I have taken is 14.2 grams. Sodium sulfate. What is sodium sulfate I have taken? Everyone? 14.2 grams. So tell me what is the total mass before reaction? Everybody? Total mass before reaction. Mass of the products before reaction. Everybody?
35
35 grams, sir.
35 grams. So the total mass is equals to total mass before reaction is equals to 35 grams. Okay. Now, once the reaction will take place, suppose if you'll go to the lab and if you'll taken these values, 20.8 grams of barium chloride, 14.2 grams of sodium sulfate, and if you'll react, then the products, definitely the things which we are obtaining, we will get barium sulfate is 23.3 grams. What is the barium sulfate will come? All of you? Barium sulfate, how much it will come? Barium sulfate 23.3 grams will come, and sodium chloride will get remaining. How much is remaining? 11.7 grams will come. How much will come? 11.7 grams will come. Now combine these two, how much it is? Add it both. How much it is?
35, sir.
35 grams.
You understand it? So before also 35 grams of reactants, and now again 35 grams of products. So now is it first law is remains same or not? Law of conservation of mass is satisfied or not? Everybody? Yes.
Yes.
The total mass of the products in this chemical reaction is equals to total mass of the reactants. So therefore, the law, the given data is verifying the which law? The first law of chemical combination called as, what is that law, guys? What is that law called?
Law of conservation of mass.
Law of conservation of mass. I hope everybody understand that. How to verify, Mr. Johan? So one of the easiest law which we all people always will learn is very simple one only. Okay. So hope everybody understand this verification of law of conservation of mass. Any doubt? Anybody can ask me. Mr. Hari Zairaz, Gokul, Arun Kailash, Kaushik. Any doubt?
Yes, sir.
Anyone can ask. Clear? Now, if you understand this, then write this one, that equation and all, you can note it down. So after that, we'll go to the first sum in this chapter. Is it completed? Let me know. Any doubt? Anyone? Ashwin Balaji, Johan? That is what equation also learn, guys. You are all not like excuse. Excuse cannot be given for you people. Chemistry always chemical equation. It has to be happen. No other way. Okay, Hari. Shall we start next question?
Yes, sir.
Have you all
Yes, sir.
and all? So that is what. Now, if I have written this also you write. If you will take 20.8 grams of barium chloride, 14.2 grams of sodium sulfate. So we are going to get how much? 23.3 grams of barium sulfate and
11.7 gram of
sodium chloride.
sodium chloride.
State is very important, guys. State. Aqueous state, PPT. PPT means what? Undissolved solid or insoluble solid, you can write. After reaction plus aqueous state will come. Okay. Any doubt? Anybody? Clear, guys? Now, the first sum which we are going to study here is This one. So all of you write first sum. Abhirami, understand Abhirami?
Yes, sir.
So this is what the first sum. So all of you write the first sum and we'll see that. So read the question also. Question you read first. So what they are saying? Sodium carbonate reacts with the ethanoic acid. So it will form sodium ethanol plus carbon dioxide and water it will form. So totally 2 reactants and 3 products is coming. So let us take who is the reactants first and who is the products first. First try to write the reaction, Mr. Everybody. Try to write the reaction, all of you. Try to write the reaction. What is the reaction they are giving? Everybody. Sodium carbonate reacts with the ethanoic acid. That is the reactants or products. All of you should tell me. Reactants will gives you products. Okay. Now, who is the products here? Check it. To form sodium ethonate, carbon dioxide, and water. That is the products. So first write the reaction. So we should verify either it is following the law of conservation of mass or not. So sodium carbonate, write neatly. Sodium carbonate. If you difficulty to learn the chemical reactions, you can leave it also, no issues. So sodium carbonate, but word equation you should write. This is called as word equation. Word equation. Chemical reactions are 2 types. Word equations and chemical reactions, chemical equations, word equations and symbolic equations. Symbolic equations, if you are feeling difficulty, you can. But 10th class, you have to study at any cost. So that is why make a practice from now. So sodium carbonate react with what, guys? Everybody? Yes, please. Ethanoic acid. Okay. Now itself I am saying ethanoic acid, another name is called as acetic acid. Is it okay, everybody? Yes, please.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yeah. Acetic acid. So acetic acid we will use in our home also. Where? Vinegar. You might be noticed in our kitchen. So what is the products are coming? Tell me. What are the products coming, Hari? Hari is it
Sodium ethanol,
sodium
carbon dioxide, and water.
plus carbon dioxide plus water. So that is what it is happening. So now write the equations neatly over. Now they are saying what? Check it. 5.3 grams of sodium carbonate. So 5.3 grams of sodium carbonate react with 6 grams of ethanoic acid. Totally how much, Ra? Total mass of reactants. All of you should tell.
11.3.
Total mass is equals to, yes, everyone, 11.3 grams. What is getting next? Ethanoic acid to form 8.2 grams of sodium ethanoate. So sodium ethanoate is 8.2 grams plus 2.2 grams of carbon dioxide. 2.2 grams of carbon dioxide, 0.9 grams of water. So add these 3, how much it is? Add these 3, everybody. What is coming? Which is also equals to, you can check it.
13.11.
Yes, sorry.
13.11, sir.
Equal to 11.3, sir.
Add correctly, Hari. 8.2 plus 2.2 plus 0.9. How much it, Hari?
Yes, sir. 11.3, sir.
Then you said 13. How it will be? So 13.3. So is it now total mass of reactants is equals to total mass of reactants is equals to total mass of products. Total mass of products. So is it satisfying? Is it verifying the law or not? What is the law verifying? Yes, please. What is the law is verifying? Yeah. So this reaction verifies which law? Verify,
Conservation of mass.
yeah, conservation of mass. That is what you have to write it. Please, everybody write it. Have you understand, Mr. Johan? Arun Kailash? Gokul?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, please write it.
Yes, sir.
You have to study, that's all it is. But actually, the chapter till last it is easy only. Next, it will little difficult. So second law, but it is easy. You have to study, that's all. Shall we start? Now, sir, I am interested to learn the chemical formula. Means this is word equation as I told you. Now, sir, now itself I will learn even the symbolic equation. If you want, you can learn. That is what symbolic equation. Okay. So symbolic equation, sodium carbonate formula is, okay, sodium carbonate formula is Na2CO3. But actually it is not sodium carbonate. Sodium bicarbonate only will come. But that's fine. Okay, you can learn it. So you can write sodium carbonate, you write it, all of you. Sodium carbonate, Na2CO3. What is the sodium carbonate formula? Na2CO3.
Na2CO3.
Ethanoic acid, CH3COOH. That is what we used to say acetic acid. Okay, will gives you always sodium ethonate. Formula is CH3COONA plus CO2 plus water. Is it okay, Hari? Everybody?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. That is what you have to remember. Any doubt? Anybody can ask. Clear?
Yes, sir.
That is it. If you are interested, you can learn. I'm saying, Harini, Johan, all of you know itself. If you feel difficulty, you no need to learn that. You can end with the word equation. It's okay, sir. We will learn even with the difficulty. You can go with the symbolic equation also. Anyhow, plus higher classes, class 10th onwards, you have to learn only this equation. No word equation will come. So that is what it is. Just I'm trying to make you to learn the formulas so that you'll be familiar by that time. Okay. So anybody interested, you can learn it. Completed? Hari Jairas? Kaushik, Mr. Kaushik, you are only my concern. No response at all. Completed, guys?
Yes, sir.
Next. You only should tell me whether it is verified or not. Fastly. Verification has been done by you people, and you should tell me either it has been verified or not. So this is one of the most important one. How many of you solved your exercise? Mitakshri, have you solved your exercise? Never.
No, sir.
Exercise second question also similar to this only. So let us solve this question, everybody. Let us see who will solve first. So calcium carbonate decomposes on heating. It will form calcium oxide and carbon dioxide. This is what the reaction I already taught you. So they are saying now 10 grams of calcium carbonate is decomposed completely.
Your answer is 4.4.
Yes, very good, Omar. So 4.4 grams. So yes, all of you. Solve this first, write the question. What they are saying, see that. Calcium carbonate decomposes on heating. It will form what, guys? It will form, what it will form?
Calcium oxide plus carbon dioxide, sir.
Oxide plus carbon dioxide. You know that reaction. First, write that reaction first. So that is what they are saying. So calcium carbonate. What is the formula? Anybody calcium carbonate? I already taught you. CaCO3. It will decompose. Decomposition means heat. Okay, it will form calcium oxide plus carbon dioxide. Is it a sorry?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So now they're saying that how much calcium carbonate, Amma? Calcium carbonate? 10 grams of calcium carbonate. This is what we will say mass of reactants. Mass of reactants is equals to, understanding, mass of products. So mass of products means two things. What is that mass of products here? Check it here. Mass of products. Let me take this is X and this is Y. So mass of products is equals to how much, Ra, Umar? Mass of products is equals to X plus Y. Is it yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, that is what. So 10 grams is equals to mass of X. We know that. What is the mass of X they have given? we'll get 5.6 grams of
5.6.
calcium oxide. So 5.6 grams of calcium oxide plus mass of Y. Calculate the mass of carbon dioxide they are asking. So let mass of carbon dioxide, mass of CO2 is Y. Understanding? Let mass of CaO is X. Now are you clear? Mitakshri, Harizeras, Harini?
Yes, sir.
I'm assuming. So Y only. So now Y is equals to 5.6 will come this side. So that we'll get how much? 10 grams minus 5.6 grams. So Y is equals how much, guys?
4.4 grams.
4.4 grams. So that is what you have to remember. So 4.4 grams. What is the statement you will write here? Now onward statement is also important. Thus, what is the statement will come, Mr. Harizeras? Akilan? Thus, the mass of carbon dioxide formed is the mass of carbon dioxide formed is how much, guys? 4.4 grams. That's all. Statement is very important. Any doubt, Mr. Omar?
No, sir.
Yes, please write it. Harini,
Yes,
can you able to solve at least these easy questions? Nothing is there. Just check it. Divya, please be in time, Divya. Don't be late. Otherwise, you won't be understand properly. Any doubt, anyone? Okay.
Sir, it is law of conservation of mass.
Yes, it's verified that law of conservation of mass. Always keep it in mind. Mass, total mass before reaction is equals to total mass after the reaction. That's all. It is always will say law of conservation of mass, which has been given by this law. Who has been given this law? Mr.
Anthony.
Anthony Lavoisier. That's all you have to remember it. Okay. Next, if you understand this, all of you keep heading next. Law of constant proportions. Second law of chemical combination, that is what we used to call as law of constant proportion. Everybody write it. Law of constant proportion. Okay, so this is the second law of chemical combination, one of the most important and little difficult for understanding. So many of them they cannot understand at the beginning, but when they keep on practicing, they will understand surely. So, what is law of constant proportion? Let us discuss, everybody. So now, law of constant proportion was given by Mr. Joseph Proust in 1779. Mr. Joseph Proust is given by this. Understanding? This law is given by Mr. Whom? Everybody? Joseph Proust.
Joseph.
Scientist. He is a scientist who gave the law of constant proportions in chemical combination. So now, he analyzed the chemical composition, that is what a type of elements present and percentage of element present. What has been analyzed, everybody? Analyze type of element present, and what is the second analyzation? Everyone? Percentage of elements present. Type and as well as percentage of element present. So that is only called as law of constant proportion. I will say you. So he has been done a large number of compounds, observed everything, these two things. What are the two things he observed, everybody? Huge number of compounds he observed two things. What is that? what is the type of elements present in that compound, and what percentage of elements is present in this compound. After observing large number of compounds, and came to the conclusion that the proportion of each element in a compound is always constant. What is the conclusion he made him? Everybody? The proportion, understanding everybody? The proportion of each element, each each element in a compound is constant. In a compound is constant, or we can say it is fixed. Is it okay, everybody? Please respond. So, based on the observations of this one, after so many observations, Mr. Proust formulated the law of constant proportion. So, what is this law? Let us write. All of you write the law first. Very, very important. A chemical compound always, what is this law of constant proportion? Means this is what the definition you should write. Right. A chemical compound always consists of a chemical compound. A chemical compound always consists of the same element or different element. Everybody? Hari? Consist of the
Sir.
same elements or different elements?
Same element.
Yes.
Same element.
Same element consists of the same element, same elements combined together in the same elements combined together in the same proportion by mass. Same proportion by mass. You will understand when I'm teaching the examples. Surely those who not understand this definition, surely they will understand by examples. So that is what. So now let us take one example. For example, now today I came to Andhra and you people are in Tamil Nadu now. So for example, I have collected the sample of water from Pudukkottai, water sample. Do you understand, everybody? Now I have taken from my Andhra one water bottle. If I'll go to America, now everywhere tell me in Pudukkottai water is made up of some other elements, and Andhra some other, and America some other, or everywhere is made up of same type of elements.
Same type of elements.
Same type of element, sir.
Do you understand, everybody? That is what we used to call as understanding. A chemical composition, you can say a chemical compound always consists of the same elements. So like if I'll take any compound, understanding, for example, as I told you, water. If I'll take water from Tamil Nadu, water from Andhra, water from Delhi, wherever, it is always having the same elements. What is the same elements present in water? Always water contains what? It is
Hydrogen and oxygen.
oxygen, and their mass percentage, always the ratio also remains same. What is the hydrogen? 2 hydrogens. And what is the oxygen? 1 oxygen.
One oxygen.
Ratio of atoms also same, but by proportion by mass they're asking. Proportion by mass means, you all knows what is the hydrogen atomic mass, you know that? Hydrogen atom mass. Yeah. Hydrogen atom mass is 1U. Means how many hydrogen atoms are there here? 2 are there. So 2 into 1. So 2U. And what is the oxygen, everybody? What is the oxygen
16.
atomic mass? 16. Understanding? Oxygen atom is 16U. So 16 into only 1 is there. 1, which is equals to 16U. So the ratio is always same. So always the mass.
1 is 2.
2 is to 16U. So both are even numbers. I can minimize it. So 2 ones are 2, 8s are. So 1 is to 8. So their mass ratio is always remains constant. Understanding? So wherever you will measure in Pudukkottai or Tamil Nadu, or entire Tamil Nadu or Andhra, if you will go anywhere, always if I'll take the total mass of the water into 9 parts. Suppose I have given 1 liter of water. 1 liter of water. if I'll separating into 9 parts, how many parts, everybody? 9 parts. In that 8 parts of mass because of whom, guys? 8% of 8 times of mass is only because of oxygen,
Oxygen.
and only 1% of mass is because of whom?
Hydrogen.
Hydrogen.
Hydrogen. So mass percentage is
The
always
doubt is not.
constant. Understand, Omar?
Sir,
Divya?
if a hydrogen on some mass and oxygen in some mass, how it will be, sir?
Yes, please.
If hydrogen is 5 gram, then oxygen is 6 gram.
It is not. It is not a water. It is not a water. Do you understand?
How, sir?
Because we are not taking hydrogen and oxygen individually. Do you understand what I'm saying? When they combine together,
sir.
we are going to get a water. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. For example, as I told you, so if we'll take 100 grams of pure water, do you know 100 grams of pure water? Hari Omar, you all understand, Omar? 100 grams of
Yes.
pure water. Do you okay? Is it okay? Now, if I'll go undergo electrolysis reaction, water, if I'll pass the electricity, electrolysis, class 8 you will study. What are the products will come? Everybody tell me. We'll get hydrogen plus what will get?
Oxygen.
Oxygen.
Now, observe very carefully. If I how much water I have taken, Omar? How much water I have taken?
100.
100 grams.
1 liter.
Yeah, 100. It's now 1 liter is gone now. 100 grams I have taken now. If I'll pass the electricity, electrolysis, I'll get a hydrogen and oxygen. Do you know, Omar, how much I'll get? Hydrogen is 11 grams I will get exactly. Plus oxygen I will get 89 grams. Now check the ratio. Is it 1:8 or not? Check the ratio. Is it 1:8 or not?
Yes,
Approximately.
sir.
Yes or no?
sir.
Everybody. So 11
Yes,
is to 11 is to 89. What is 11 is to 89 ratio? What is 11 is to 89 ratio? All of you. Which is equals to what? 1 is to
8.
1 is to 8. Approximately I'm saying. Is it as Abhirami?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. That is what you have to remember. Any doubt? Anybody? Understand, Umar, now? Arizeras, Akilan?
Yes, sir.
That is what I want from you all. So always mass is same. So if I have taken 100 grams of Pudukkottai water, 100 grams of Andhra water, 100 grams of American water, or wherever it is, always you will get 11 grams of hydrogen and 89 grams of oxygen. Their mass ratio is remains constant, 1:8. Is it okay?